it and I love it. Put this on my life, won't trade this life for nothing, nigga. We on, and this shit will never stop. Look at what I got.
YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy CJ. I don't know why I did that, but man, it's your boy CJ, man. We back, we here, man. If you're new to the channel, as always, go ahead and like, subscribe, man, because this is gonna be another banger. I'm telling you, it's gonna be another banger. So, other than that, man, we on the move. Untamed Mobs on the next is next up. So let's get into it, man. Today, and like every day, got a center. That's what I do. That's what I play. That's what I does. All that. Any other words you want to put in there. And I gotta be one of the best center makers on 2K, man. So let's go ahead and move on to get into this build. We're going right-handed on this center. Number doesn't matter. And yeah, let's go ahead and hit continue. So today I got, the smaller center. I'm bringing y'all a smaller center today, man. Got just a little bit smaller. We're gonna put this one at 6'11". With the 6'11" on this one, weight we went all the way up to 261. Now this is a brute. This is a thick one. Pause. But anyways, yeah, let's do them. Let's go ahead and do it. Define. I like define. It kind of looks a little bit better. Looks a little cleaner. So these attributes, man. Whoa, everything messing up while I'm trying to look at the attributes. But anyways, with these attributes, man, the close shot. We got close shot this time on this build. Went to an 85 on the close shot. 85 on the close shot is going to give you gold fast twitch, gold master, and gold fearless finisher. All three of those badges are very key to your finishing when you finishing with contact. Fast twitch is going to give you that quick twitch to go ahead and dunk the ball and put the ball in the basket, layup or dunk. Yeah, let's move on. Layup, we got that up to a 66. I think 66 just goes up based off of our driving dunks. As you'll see here, that goes to an 86. Got this to an 86, which is going to give you silver posterizer, gold limitless takeoff, and silver slithery. This build will be an elite finishing build along with the capability of having a strap, and we'll get to that soon after we up this standard dunk. Standard dunk, we're going to take that up to an 80. That's going to give you the pro big man contact dunks. The pro big man contact dunks alongside the silver posterizer with the gold fearless finisher and the silver slithery. It's going to give you optimal opportunities to catch bodies in the paint off rebounds and pretty much just driving to the rim, because you have that 86 driving dunk, which is going to give you those elite, or not elite, the pro driving contact dunks. With this size, you pretty much gonna get that contact every time. So right here in the shooting, man, we went to an 80 on the 3-ball. That's enough to give us the silver catch and shoot, the silver green machine. I wish we could get that gold, but we can't just because 3-ball isn't high enough. So, but that's fine. We went to a 66 here on the mid range. This is enough to give us that 14, as you see when it changed. Went to a 74 on the free throw. I want to say that's just because we didn't have any other points to put anywhere else for the build to get badges anyway. So pass accuracy, we take that up. We went to a 75 on the pass accuracy on this build. I know recently almost every build that I made has almost had at least a 86 pass accuracy, except for the first few. But yeah, went to a 75, which is going to be enough to keep you with that silver break starter, which still works and it's great. Also, another key thing that you get within the playmaking category is that vice grip. I'm telling y'all, get vice grip at least bronze every time. Get it because it is a great assist until you rebound it, right? So after that, let's go ahead and get into the defense, man. Defense, we made sure we got you to an 80 on the interior defense. 80 on the interior defense gives you silver post move lockdown. And really, I feel like silver post move lockdown works fine. Because really, I don't think the badge works as great as it should because of offense being so strong. But it's just one of the things that 2K has to work on. They have to kind of revert it back to the old days, in my opinion, but that's not what this video is for. So went to 70 on the perimeter. That's going to give you silver on the ankle braces, and that's going to be more than enough to play hedge defense on the pick and rolls and to get back and move lateral and to kind of guard in those split second times to where you got to pick up and, you know, shade the ball. Stealing, we're going to get that up to a 73. 73 was enough to get you an extra badge. You can see that bumps up to 10. Block, we're going to get that up to a 93. That's going to be enough to get you gold anchor, gold pole, gold stick, and Hall of Fame chase down. Offensive rebound, we really didn't go too OD on this one, but we took that up to an 80. 80 was the number. It's not the number for it, but 80 was just, you know, a solid number. I felt that, you know, for the offensive rebound to be pretty consistent with it. And then we went to a 94 here on the defensive rebound, which is going to give you that Hall of Fame box out beast. Always going to make sure you secure that. Also, with that 94 rebound, you're going to get the gold rebound chasers, which at this point we all should know. So on this build right now is the badge stack up. We have 17, 14, 9, and 28. And if you have done the badge for the season, for all the seasons up until now, which we're in 7 now, you should have at least 9 with the extra badges that you got in the beginning for doing the rebirth. So you should have at least 9 that you get for this build, or, you know, for your rebirth builds in general. So that gives you 9 more badges to put in that category. Let's go ahead and get into our physicals, and then we'll get on to testing the build, man. So here we made sure you got to a 60 here on your speed, get to a 60 on Excel, 70 on your speed, and then the strength, man, on this build is going to be crazy. We're going to get you all the way up to a 94. 94 is the right number to make that gold bully pop up there at the top with the finish, and then make sure you get that Hall of Fame brick wall. Now, I will say, man, I don't tend to run brick wall often, but when I can get a Hall of Fame, I run a Hall of Fame because I feel like that works the most in the paint with bigs, because most of the time it's not really like, you do have shooting centers on the game, but 9 times out of 10 with you being smaller, they're going to try to turn their back on you and put you in the paint because they automatically think, hey, he's a small center, you can't guard it anyway, blah 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 blah. So yeah, this is kind of what I go to. And then we got the 82 vert along with the 90 stamina. And as you see how this build shakes up, man, it's pretty solid all around. And really, if you just want the bread and butter of the build, you just got, you know, the rebounding, and the strength is kind of what's going to set it off in terms of your driving capability and the finishing capability on the inside with the contact dunks. So let's move on. Let's go ahead and see what badges we get. We got the limitless range, obviously. So we got sharp rim and glass. Choose how you want to run it, man. I can give suggestions, but in the end, it all comes down to you personally, how you want to run it. I would just go double glass. That's pretty consistent with me, running double glass or glass and rim. And let's get on and see what the build name we have. I say this may be kind of a rare build name, but I don't know. It's kind of generic. But today, man, we have built an inside out glass cleaner with shades of Jusuf Nurkic, Marcus Camby, and Walker Kessler. I think Walker Kessler pops up in everything just because of how he is built on this game. I don't know if you've ever really went and looked at his badges, or not his badges, but just his makeup, like player makeup. It's very inflated. Let me put it that way. It's very inflated in a lot of areas, but you know, it is what it is. So finishing badges, man, we're going to make sure we get to the silver posterizer first. We're going to get everything we need. We're going to go silver here. We're going to go gold here. Then we're going to go to the gold fearless. Now, what could we be missing? The only thing I could think we would be missing right now would be the aerial wizard. And then after that, or you can do this, take this off. You have to add those extra badges. So, you know, just add those extra badges down to the finishing if you want to, and then you can bump up your master and your fast twitch to get into the other elite levels of finishing with the bully and all that stuff. And also, it could probably set off your inside out glass cleaner because you are so heavy on defense already, and your shooting is good enough to where you probably won't have to add many badges. I would bump up the finishing so you do have the capability of finishing more, and you're almost kind of like a master center yourself, just at 6'11". So moving on to the shooting, we're going to make sure we get our gold claymore, get silver here, and then we got 9, so we got to go 1 here. You know, choose your poison of how you want to add your badges. This is kind of how I would set it up right now on this build and just rock out with it, because with the Hall of Fame volume shooter, the boost from it is great. Claymore is another great badge to run, especially for centers. If you're a center and you don't run Claymore, I don't understand why you wouldn't, because half the time you're going to be sitting anyway waiting on the ball. You're not dribbling. So run that Claymore. And then let's get into this playmaking, man. We got to the silver here on this. We're going to always make sure we run that vice grip. Let's score here on the break starter, and then we're going to get into everything else. Kind of going to bump it up and see what it gets us, and we'll probably look something like this. I always try to run floor general. I say that every time. I always try to run floor general for your guard, unless he has to run it for getting into his tier 3 badges, but most of the time they don't. And you can run floor general so you can get a boost to your point guard also, especially if you're not an on ball or a ball dominant person. Run floor general so it can boost up the team, So let's move on to defense, man. Defense, I always start off here. You want to box out beast first. We're gonna go silver here, and then we're gonna get down to the tiers of your rebounding and stuff, which is in your tier 3. We'll core this. Doesn't matter which one you core first. You just choose what you want to do. I would not worry about the ankle braces right now. I'd probably go to these, and then let's see. You can go pogo stick, but I forgot about the brick wall. So let me see. We're gonna drop this here. We actually would probably do it this way. Go here, or that, and go here. And then you might have to actually add more badges here because of you not having a chase down. Chase down is a key badge in protecting the rim because of the lateral movement that you have to make within playing the game. So I would probably put some badges here so you can get the chase down. But other than that, Untamed Mob, man, hope y'all have been enjoying these videos. We're trying to get into the consistency of the videos, but I've been traveling a lot, man. I've been traveling a lot, so I've been trying to post and get things out. But I appreciate y'all for being here, tuning in, sticking with me. Go like up the shorts, like up these videos, watch these videos, man, because we're on the road to get into the 1,000 subs. I think we got 500 pretty close right now. So I appreciate y'all for being here and doing this with me, man, and being on the journey. It's your boy CJ, man, and I'm signing out. Peace.